Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm Johnny Tricky. This time I'm at the Carnival Radiance. We're about to go on a 4-day cruise to Catalina, Ensenada, and just a day at sea. Let's take a look.
And is it worth the price? Let's find out. One fun fact, it was only $350 for 4 nights. Not too bad. We spent a little extra for an ocean view room, but it can be really cheap as low as $200 if you get an inside room. We did get one of the cheapest ocean view rooms. It was small, but still spacious enough and cozy. And it came with a nice big bright wide window. And this cute little elephant. The cabin is small, but it's very efficient with lots of cabinets, drawers, and storage space. And a small sofa area to lounge on. There's a small TV for movies, and even a little mini fridge to keep all your drinks cold. Love that. Given that a decent hotel in San Diego or LA costs about $150 to $300 a night, this Carnival Cruise is looking like a great deal already. Now let's take a deeper look at the ship itself. There were 2 main pool areas on the Carnival Radiance. Both are large and spacious, with plenty of lounge chairs. The water slides are actually really fun. Highly recommend. I will warn you though, even on a school week there are lots of kids here. Really loud kids. Shouldn't they all be in school? Almost every night of the cruise, there was an epic party in the pool area, and everybody is invited. A party like this would probably cost anywhere from $30 to $60 in San Diego or Los Angeles. Back inside, you'll find plenty of shopping, art galleries, bars, and lounges with live music and lots of cocktails. If you love to gamble like my parents do, the casino is open almost 24/7 and will happily take all your money from you. The casino is a major revenue generator on any cruise ship, and unfortunately for Carnival, I don't gamble. In the main theater, you'll find live music, comedians, magicians, and other shows, all included. Since my last Carnival cruise, 15 years ago, the food has vastly improved. I'll try to guesstimate real-world prices, but I'd say that Carnival's cuisine has gone from high school cafeteria to elevated Chili's or Applebee's quality. They even have celebrity chefs like Emeril and Guy Fieri. If you have the opportunity, try some of Emeril's Southern Creole cuisine. His modern take on Southern classics are creative, delicious, and saucy. And with any cruise, you can order almost as much as you want to. I always got 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, and sometimes 2 desserts. Every morning I had lox and bagels for breakfast, because in the real world, it's really expensive. And I always got a second entree, like Eggs Benedict, because in the real world, it's pretty expensive. Guy Fieri's Burger Joint served up meaty, beefy, juicy burgers. Guy's barbecue joint was surprisingly delicious, with smoked brisket and barbecue chicken. Shack's Big Chicken churns out delicious, hot, crispy chicken tenders almost 24/7. Catalina Island is the first stop on this Carnival cruise. Normally, it costs almost $100 round trip just to get here by ferry. This was my 5th visit to Catalina. It's really touristy, very expensive, but also very charming, beautiful, and fun. Wander the lovely walkable streets, exploring the many overpriced boutique shops, not-so-fancy art galleries, mini-museums, bars, cafes, and restaurants, all serving up slightly above average food. Relax, sunbathe, and swim along Catalina's many little picturesque beaches. Better yet, go snorkeling. It's my favorite thing to do in Catalina. Casino Point Dive Park is the best spot to go snorkeling. Bring your own gear, and it's absolutely free. had a whole separate YouTube video dedicated to it. The Catalina Casino is amazing in itself, with lots of history and amazing Art Deco architecture. I love the restored theater, elegant and beautiful. But the best part? We were traveling with a swing dancing group who organized a dance inside the Catalina Casino ballroom. It was an unforgettable experience dancing inside such a beautiful, historic Art Deco space. We traveled back to the 1930s and 40s, swinging and dancing to the big bands. If dancing and aquatic adventures are not your thing, consider renting a little golf cart and drive around the little town of Avalon. It's a real hoot. Up top on the hills of Avalon, the panoramic views are beautiful and breathtaking. If you're feeling adventurous, check out the Wrigley Memorial. Plant lovers will love the botanical garden. The Wrigley Memorial itself is a quirky, unique tower with Art Deco architecture. Absolutely fascinating and great for photographers and social media. And those are some of my favorite things to do in Catalina. The next day, we arrived in Ensenada, Mexico. Having already been here before, we had already seen the famous La Bufador blowhole and walked around town. So for today's adventure, we booked in advance a half-day wine tasting tour through Costco Travel. For only about $50 per an adult, the tour includes a shuttle ride into Ensenada's famous Califia Valley wine country, where you'll visit 2 different local wineries. Cetto is the first winery you'll visit, and it is magnificent. Cetto is perhaps the largest, most established, and modern winery in all of Mexico. With a charming and adorable, fluent English-speaking tour guide, you'll take about a 25-minute tour of the beautiful grounds, from the vineyards, storage rooms, and fermenting facilities. The vast scenic landscapes are pretty and picturesque. Now for the fun part. You'll taste about 6 different lovely, delicious wines, both red and white, made on premise. The Vino Rojas, or red wines, were all rich, bold, and beautiful. The Vino Blancos, or white wines, were all light, crisp, and so refreshing. To cleanse our palates and stay somewhat sober, Cetto provided freshly baked bread, local cheeses, and their own in-house made olive oil. It was all so delicious. We ended up buying a bottle of everything. La Casa de Doña Lupe is a smaller and more humble winery, but still beautiful and inviting. There were real local Mexican families out and about, enjoying the gorgeous premises, outdoor patio, and live music. The wines here weren't quite as good and refined as Cetto, but still good enough to finish the included tastings. The general store sells authentic Mexican groceries, arts and crafts, and more. You'll find locally made breads, hot sauces, pastries, and of course, their wine. Though I did not buy any wine, I did pick up some local hot sauce. Once back in Ensenada, I wandered the downtown area just a bit. After buying a souvenir kitchen magnet, I embarked on my side quest to visit Sabina's famous ceviche, which was made famous by the late great Anthony Bourdain in an episode of No Reservations. I highly recommend starting with a fresh, cold mojito. You get this beautiful tray of chips and salsa. However, for us non-Mexicans, these salsas are very, very spicy. It is free, but it did make me cry because it was that hot. The classic Baja fish taco had a nice chunk of whitefish wrapped in a delicious crispy beer batter. It's topped with fresh cabbage, pico de gallo, and crema. It's wrapped in a soft, fresh corn tortilla and absolutely delicious. The mixed ceviche was fresh, light, and flavorful. It's a mix of shrimp, fish, and Ensenada's famous sea snails. The fresh sea snails is what makes Sabina's famous. However, for me personally, I found them bland and chewy. Not quite my thing, but I did want to try it at least once. I did love the fish ceviche. Simple, fresh, light, crisp, with lots of whitefish. You get the same slices of fresh avocado on top, the thick, crispy tostada underneath, and all those special seasonings and herbs, which makes this such a delicious dish.
Alright, that was pretty tasty overall. I don't think sea snails are quite my thing, but definitely try the regular fish or the regular shrimp ceviches. Very good. Also, the fish taco was really solid. If you're in town, come check it out. I'm here at Cafe La Chucheria. My tour guide recommended it, and I love a good churro, so hopefully it's good. Let's check it out.
Churros are one of my favorite all-time desserts. I definitely wanted to get one while in Mexico. I got the Nutella churro. It was hot, crispy, sugary, fluffy, and filled with that creamy, luscious, nutty Nutella. I love this.
If you're ever in Ensenada, I highly recommend you come get this. The Nutella is amazing. Churro is fresh and hot.
And that's Ensenada. Our last full day on the Carnival Cruise was just a relaxing day at sea. We slept in, chilled by the pool and inside the jacuzzis, wandered the ship, enjoyed live music, did some more dancing, and partook in some wine and cocktails. And of course, food. For $350, was it worth it? Absolutely, considering almost everything is included. If you did a similar LA or San Diego vacation for 4 nights, it's easily going to cost over $1,000 per person. Thanks for joining me. For more of my amazing amateur travel videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, live long, travel, and prosper.